one day become a reality. According to Van Gogh, I know nothing with any certainty, but the sight of the stars make me dream. In such a fanciful way, the people you meet could affect how you see life and how you make decisions. Ultimately, it would be how you guys impact each other. 15 years have gone, as one day, I opened my eyes and have seen cars that fly. Various innovations have been regarded up high. I then look at the familiar yearbook on my bedside and turn to the page to my class, grade 12 compassion. Coincidentally, I look out the window from the 18th floor and I see the building that is currently being constructed. And as I've heard, it was designed by Mrs. Mary Krishna M. Pedder.
Architect!
According to Engineer Maria Justine E. Alcorino, who I happened to visit in one of her coffee shops, she is working on this project with architect Krishna and engineer Roylan Keith. She even told me that architect Krishna designed her mansion as well. As I recall memories from the past, I checked my phone for the morning news and there it was in big bold letters. Engineer Justine A. Duong proposes an idea that could highly bring up the economy of the country. Professionals say that this could create a revolution and affect various fields like the medical field. And speaking of the medical field, doctors of today have gone a long way. Various familiar names come to mind in different fields. Dr. Ferjan Kiersi Arias, a famous cardiologist who is very much in demand and has saved the life of even the president. As sought out as he is, he remains humble and ever the outgoing person that he is as he greets his patients during his rounds. Another successful and renowned doctor would be Dr. James Ivan S. Harnett. He has performed various surgeries and is known to have a very high success rate in his operations. Who would have thought that the ever Mr. Broken Record of the class would become the Mr. Magical Hands of the medical field? And of course, not falling behind from the rest would be Christian Dave B. Awardas. A licensed nurse loved by all the patients he has assisted. And is currently pursuing medicine. Lastly, known to be a famous neurosurgeon, both in the US and in the Philippines, would be Dr. Maria Justine Angeline Alcorino. At first glance, she could be quite intimidating. But she is actually very down to earth and even does travel vlogs in her YouTube channel, which now has over 1 million subscribers. Similarly, Jeremy Don in Highness also runs his own YouTube channel and was awarded as one of the most highly influential YouTubers of all time. Now sitting on my couch, I reached for the remote and turned on the TV. I see Charles Duran A. Bartula, now a well-known Filipino astronomer. Being interviewed about the new findings of his satellite, which has piqued the interest of scientists worldwide. As I was listening intently to the discussion, my phone suddenly rang and it was Miss Hazel Love and Wilchan, reminding me for a meeting with regards to my company's budget for the operations for the next month, as she is now the head accountant of my company. Speaking of accountants, she told me a week ago that Frederick J. Inigas just opened his own logistics company. The head of the Boy Scouts is now the head of his own company. And speaking of CEOs, I heard Stephen J. Epimetal has now expanded internationally and has created a name of its own in the industry. Alongside his trusted customs broker, Mrs. Janika G. Medley, who is now happily living with her family and is a mother of 3. I turned my attention back to the TV and saw Brian Neal as the pacer shooting a 3-pointer. He has been creating a name for himself under the Philippine Basketball Association. I'd say it was no surprise since he has been passionate about basketball ever since. Finally getting bored of the TV, I turned it off and reached for the book that Gabriel Marie A. Hempelian authored. Thinking about it, she mentioned during our hangout with Hazel that she was writing the last book to her famous trilogy, A Vestige of Seasons. And her fans could hardly wait for it to be finished. She also mentioned about how Kiana Van Conrad the Elliptico, the ever-charismatic radio DJ, advertised about it, and it would seem that Kiana just tied the knot recently to a nice man. Also, it's with his co-DJ. Speaking of marriage, Mrs. Charisse K. and Quijano now lives a very fulfilling married life and is a proud mother. She has also become a teacher who is very much loved by her students. Suddenly waking me up from my trance was a grumbling of my stomach. So I decided to head for the kitchen and cook myself a meal. While cooking, I remembered Chef Ernest Padrita. He has always loved cooking, and it would seem that he is now working as a head chef in a famous cruise ship, according to Hazel. After having my meal, I plan to head out to meet Mr. Christopher G. Ponyo, as I plan to give a donation in his foundation for the homeless LGBT community. He not only has been helping his fellow LGBT community members, but he is also helping people in general with their own troubles, as he is now a successful psychologist. Seeing how everyone has achieved their dreams, I have come to a realization that yes, maybe it really was their destiny that led them to where they are now. But I also believe that half of it was through their hard work and perseverance. And anything's possible if you try. An overused quote that will always be held true. And sometimes life could be harsh, but that's only because it is life. And along our very own book that we call life, where we are the main characters, let us walk this path that would eventually turn to a flower path.